At a Christmas party, a young boy named Jack is telling his friends that Santa Claus is not real and gives them adequate proof for it as well. His uncle comes up and asks him not to do so, but Jack has reasons. And as his uncle understands, he is wiser than the other kids. Jack is old now, and he is on a call with someone who he owes money to, but somehow manages to delay it even more. He is up to something. He recognizes a woman at a HIT center, and he sets the place on fire very cleverly. When that distracts the woman, he steals something from her bag. He eventually steals a baby's lollipop as well. He is a secret agent who searches for people that no one else can find. It is Christmas time, so an old man disguised as Santa is entertaining the kids. A muscular man named Callum is checking out the surroundings like he is his bodyguard. Every gift given to Santa is first checked by him and then provided. When a social media influencer barges in breaking the line, he politely scares him to back off. They go out, get in a car, and arrive somewhere that seems like a top-secret facility. And when they enter the place, there are huge reindeer that clear the fact that this guy is none other than the real Santa Claus. There is still time for the gift distribution, so he decides to go for a test run with Callum, which goes on smoothly. On the other hand, Rick is working on a new project and successfully finds the location he was asked to find by one of his clients, but he does not know much about it. Santa gets back to his facility, and as it turns out, the whole factory is run by multiple people and weird-looking creatures, including a bear named Garcia. Santa is working out for the big day, and as it turns out, he is extremely strong. Callum comes in and gives his resignation letter, as Santa asks the reason for it, since he has been serving him for over 300 years. Callum says that the evil people in the world keep increasing, and he does not find much value in the work anymore. Santa disagrees, but understands his decision. On the other hand, a woman named Gryla is with her team up for something sinister. They are planning to kidnap Santa. Soon, Callum realizes that Santa is nowhere to be found. He alerts the others, and they all together go on to look for him, but cannot find him anywhere. Callum goes out and finds that someone is taking Santa away. He jumps in for an intense chase that ends up in a failure. Their manager, Zoe, has started freaking out since there are only 24 hours left to Christmas Eve. After a long conversation, Zoe connects them with a group of elves who inform them about the tracing they have done, and it redirects them to Jack. Jack is lying in the bathtub, drunk and asleep. A woman calls him and asks him to pick up his son from school because she can't. They are separated. Rick goes and picks up Dylan, his son. They talk about some school stuff, and when he leaves him at her place, she asks him to talk to him more, but somehow avoids the topic. Jack goes back to his apartment and encounters some guys who have come there to catch him. They have some sort of an electric gun that can make one lose consciousness. He engages in a fight, manages to beat a lot of them, and escapes from the window. But when he feels that he is safe, he is attacked and kidnapped. Being tied to a chair, he sees people have surrounded him. There is Zoe, who asks him about Santa. But not knowing anything, Jack fails to answer. She soon realizes that he works as an outsource and takes him straight to the factory. She reveals to him the truth of their organization. They protect the mythological world. Jack finds it humorous, but soon a giant horse-breathing fire comes in his way, and he is startled. He somehow believes them but is still in shock. Zoe tells him that they will pay them double to find Santa. Jack is still not very agreeable. Callum comes and threatens him. He even calls Garcia to scare him off, and Jack finally agrees to help. Santa is captured by Gryla, who tells him that she wants the world to live in fear, and someone with such power that Santa Claus have, they should spread fear in the world and punish people instead of showering gifts and joy. Callum and Jack embark on their journey to find Santa. They go to a supermarket and buy some small gifts that Jack does not find meaning in. But as soon as he questions it, Callum brings out a Hot Wheel and makes it big and real with his magical powers. Jack is shocked. They engage in a little bit of conversation on their way, where Callum tells him that they work all year for this special day. They work tirelessly so that Santa can send gifts to the children without being noticed. And no one is there who can take his place because he is special, with plenty of powers, and has been made for the role. Back at Gryla's cave, she brings out a sorcery ball and puts Santa inside with her magical powers. Jack and Callum visit a gorgeous swimming pool to find another person named Ted, their next trace. On their way to meet him, they are stopped by a few machos, but Callum is just too good for them and humiliates them with his superb ability to change his size. Then they meet Ted, who refuses to give any answer, but when threatened enough, he tells them that her name cannot be said because she can hear them. Callum asks him to write the name on the sand, and he does so. But our idiot Jack says it out loud and is heard by Gryla. And soon she possesses Ted's body and starts communicating with them. She tells her plan to them and leaves, sending off a number of snow monsters whose strike makes one freeze. Callum tries to defend them, while Jack is asked to protect Ted, since he is their only way to Gryla. Jack and Callum try to fight the monsters, but they are too strong, and one of them eventually freezes Ted as well. Jack somehow manages to throw a gas cylinder at one of the monsters and blow it off. Callum figures out that it's their nose that keeps them intact. When Jack is attacked by one of the monsters in the pool and it makes his leg freeze in the water, Callum comes in the end and saves him from the disaster. They bring in investigators, find a few more traces, and embark on their journey again. A call from his ex comes again to Jack asking him to attend the program Dylan is attending, but he says he can't. Back at the car, Callum sees his hesitation and comforts him. They reach the place of Santa's brother, who has been separated from them and living a wild life. The palace is guarded by hellhounds that Callum drives away with the help of his generated chicken. As they walk in, Jack steals a golden coin which alerts the authorities, and they are captured by the monster guards. They are imprisoned immediately, and Callum is genuinely disappointed at him. Jack tries to defend him, but Callum shuts him up. They are soon taken to Santa's brother, who is playing the slapping game, where he is the biggest beast and no one can keep up with him. He slaps a guy and the guy flies away. Callum then confronts him and figures out that Santa is not there. So he respectfully asks him to let them go, but the brother decides to keep Callum in and Jack go. But Jack stops and makes up a plan, although stupid. He says that Callum can beat him in the slapping game, and if he can, he will have to let them go. Callum is shocked, and the brother is excited. They embark on, and Callum will take the first shot. He tries to convince him that Santa has always loved him, and he does not want to do this. But the brother is not much into it, and Callum goes for it. He hits hard, but it barely affects the brother, and eventually, it's his turn now. One slap makes him fly away far. Both Callum and Jack are now scared. Jack sees the magic fist of Callum with one of the monsters and gets closer to him, and when it's time for the next slap, he snatches it up and gives it to Callum, which increases his power to a whole nother level, and this time, the brother is flown away. Soon enough, Callum brings a couple of toy soldiers to life to protect them while they run away. Callum realizes that Jack could have run away, but he has stayed for him, which builds their bond stronger. They go on to meet Gryla, where they are stopped in the middle of the road by a piano. Over it, there is the magical ball. Suddenly, Jack gets a video call from his son, who complains about him not coming to his program and sending stupid gifts, which are also the same magic ball. Jack yells at him not to open it, but he does it already, resulting in his capture. Jack also gets the ball and lets himself go there for his son. Gryla has made plenty of those balls, and she is planning to capture all the people who have done any little bit wrong in their lives. Callum and Zoe trace down the secret place where Gryla has been hiding with Santa. She has made up clones of her friends of Callum, but realizes it soon. As they go in, they save Jack and his son, and they run to stop Gryla, who is just about to make her run. Her soldiers attack them and a mass fight breaks out. The cart has already started running by Gryla, but Callum and Jack go on to stop it with their best. They throw away Gryla and bring out Santa, who is unconscious. But soon, a huge monster comes up with its huge demeanor. Callum stands in front of her, although he knows he does not stand a chance against her. Just when she is about to strike, a powerful blow of fire strikes her. It is from no one but Santa's brother. He reveals that she is his ex, but he is defeated soon enough as well. Gryla then captures Callum and is about to kill him, but Santa has woken up and yells at her and calls up his reindeer, who come with full force and attack Gryla, making her fall in the crowd of balls, resulting in her capture. Santa and his brother reconcile, and they eventually get on their gift distribution journey with two added members, Jack and Dylan. So that was the recap for the 2024 movie Red 1. For more movie recaps like this, check out the channel, and if you enjoyed the video, you may also like this.